Hey everybody, welcome to Ben's Brick Designs. It's Tuesday, it's not Thursday. Normal time is different this time around because Thursday is Beth's birthday, so I'm not going to be here Thursday, so let's do something tonight. I was hoping to get some more parts in, but this is all we're going to have tonight. I'm going to be building a microfighter ITS transport. The ITS transport is from Black Spire, Galaxy's Edge. I don't know if it's visible in the comics or not. Lego actually did a set of it, and I've got the part orders in for it from Bricklink. Got a couple of cool pieces, got some extras, and then if we run out of time, I can always flip on some design stuff. And I've got this thing we can build, this helicopter. It was like a gift with purchase. Can build that. So yeah. So how's everybody doing tonight? Good to see everybody. Hopefully you can stay a little while. This is tonight's beer, Carbach, the Crawford Bock, which is a Bock. Pretty standard beer. What's up, Brad's Life? So cheers, everybody. So I put up a video up on TikTok. I think I've done this since the last stream. And if you look up Ben's Brick Designs on TikTok, I've got one video. It's the same video that's on this channel. That's a shorts. But my son said, hey, put that up on TikTok. And it'll get 1 million hits. So he's not wrong, but it wasn't really 1 million. It did get quite a few likes and follows though. So now I'm like, well, now I've got to follow it up with something. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to be following it up with, if anything. But there's that. So I wasn't on TikTok either, Brad. I signed up for it originally when it was new, and just like any other thing, Pinterest or Flickr or whatever site comes up, new, especially a new social media thing, like any little alternative to Facebook that comes up, like Ello and MeWe and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, I'll sign up for it, see what happens, and then I never use the ID. Circle around to about a year ago when everyone's like, the Chinese are stealing our data through TikTok. I'm like, well, I never use it. I'll go ahead and take it off my phone. But then my son's like, you need to take this video and put it up on TikTok. I'm like, sweet. So that same video that has maybe, I don't know how many views, handful, and maybe 2 likes, 5 likes, something like that on YouTube, has been seen like by almost 3,000 people and liked 600 times, and you know, I'm just like, I already have like 80 in like 4 days. I have 80 followers, so I'm like, well, crap, now I need to do something new. So I don't know what to do, but everybody just, all the comments were basically just show off some of your stuff, and I'm like, well, but it's all just microfighters, and they're like, yeah, that's fine. So this is Vi Maradi. She's the main character at Black Spire, the Galaxy's Edge outpost. She's the one that runs around and is all clandestine. Thanks, Brad. Appreciate that. Glenn is here. Hi, Kodiak. How are you? So, yeah, I don't know if you pronounce her name Vi or V. I've been saying V, but my grandmother's name is Vi, so I don't know why I was doing that. Anyway, we're gonna build this thing now. I have studio over here, so I'm gonna be kind of glancing over here. I don't have instructions for this one, so this actually might take a while. I do have parts sorted. I'm very excited because I've got parts sorted and ordered, which means in quick succession. You saw activity on Discord. Yeah, Glenn. I haven't been like promoting anything lately. I've done this for like 1.5 years now, and the promoting hasn't been netting anything. I've got a handful of lovely regulars who will be here no matter what, so I love that. But it's, that's all that's gonna happen. I'm not getting any new people, and that's fine. But it also means I'm gonna stop breaking my neck trying to make sure that everybody in the planet knows about this. I also might cancel my Restream subscription, because I think streaming to Facebook, I think 1 out of every 5 times I stream, I get any sort of activity on Facebook. And the whole reason I got the subscription to Restream was so I could do it to my page rather than just to my timeline. I'm like, you know what? F it. I'm just going to do it to my timeline and people can suff. As opposed to getting a YouTube push notification. Oh, I see. Well, okay, here's the thing. There was also something fishy going on today with YouTube. Usually I will create a thumbnail and put out a schedule for the day before. So I would have done this yesterday. So I put it up there and then I left it, right? And I was like, yeah, it's good. Then today I went to grab it to post something on, what's up, Scott? I went to grab the link today to put it up on Instagram, and I noticed that I couldn't find it. Like, it wasn't listing in my channel selection on my channel page. I was like, this sucks. So I was kind of like, well, now I can't do any ahead of time posting. All right, so yeah, so we're building, for those who are just stepping in, this is the ITS transport from Blackspire, and I don't have instructions, so I'm building this off my own studio model on the other screen over here. So yeah, I'm excited because I've got parts for, where did I put that bucket? Coming in for, it just maybe 2 actually. Rebuilding the Razor Crest. That's probably what I'll do on TikTok next, is the Razor Crest. And then I've got a big old hair in there. The parts for the Kessel Run Millennium Falcon, so that'll be fun. The white and blue Millennium Falcon. I'm very excited about that, mostly because it was also like a $25 minifigure. The Solo, or the Lando with the yellow shirt and the collar, that's an expensive figure. So I may have to dissect this a little bit just to see what's going on. So this actually, if you don't have this set, the actual set, it's actually pretty cool. I liked it a lot. It was fun to put together. It looked very sort of, utilitarian. Like, it was a good build. If you haven't had a chance to go grab it, I would highly recommend it. This will also give me a chance to kind of figure out how to do the instructions for it, because I can't really see what's going on. Oh no. The Kessel Run micro looked nice, thanks. I noticed this morning you had this stream scheduled for 8 a.m. That might be why. Is that what it was? That can't be right. I mean, I specifically saw it said 8 p.m. I'm really mad that that's the case. But thanks for letting me know. That might have been it. You're right. All right, so that is that one. Yeah, sometimes it's like, I just don't get it. It was for 7 a.m. I don't understand. When I'm scrolling down, I scroll all the way down to find 8 p.m. and it was fine. Maybe what had happened is it thinks that it already passed. So this probably, I don't know, but it's weird because it shows up as the same thumbnail and everything that's happening right now. I don't care. I'm streaming, whatever. So how is everybody doing today? I could probably turn this down a little bit. I don't know if everybody heard Beth talking to her parents in the other room before this started. I'm like, hush your face. All right, that is a plate with that. So last time, I don't know if everybody saw, I finished up the animated series Batmobile, and I basically redid it. Like, whatever we worked on, I completely started over. Like, there was almost nothing left from what I originally did. I think the wheels were the same. Because it was one of these where every time I made a tweak here, I was like, okay, well then I have to work backwards to get this to work. And then I was like, well, now these aren't connected in the middle, so I have to go inside and build this all out. And then I have to that changes this, that changes this. Oh, here's a new idea, we'll change this. By the end of it, I had basically just stripped it all down to like a big plate and some wheels, and then built it all from the ground up again. Almost like what we did didn't count, but it did. That is a 2x3 plate. That is a 2x4 plate, which means something else happened under there. 2x2 plate corner, okay. So 2x3 plates. Tired. I streamed last night and cracked a fresh micro Republic gunship. I don't know what that means. Did you get a poly bag of the dark red one at the beginning of Phantom Menace, that one? We got 2 feet of snow yesterday and today. I am jealous. Oh, I'm so jealous. Don't tell Beth, but I'm jealous of everybody who has snow. I know you can hear me. Don't tell you. We can all hear you too when the stream started, and I could hear you talking to your parents. Unforetold. Untoward. Unforetold. That was dumb. Let's see that. Oh, that's not right. Already messed it up. Oh, brick separator. So not jealous of snow people. 2 years at Minot Air Force Base was enough snow for the rest of it. Well, you know, not everybody can be in Alaska there. What was your name again? Glenn? Oh, yeah. All right, I ordered specific parts. There they are. Here's some of the parts that I got. 2 lots. I forget who this came from. Let me see if I can find out. You grew up in Central California? That's cool. I grew up in Colorado, so I kind of miss snow. In fact, when we got our little bit of snow the other day, I was really, really excited. Just as Beth, I was like a kid. I just drove around throwing snowballs at people. It was fantastic. What's my password? Everybody get that? Oh. So that's the problem with typing passwords on your phone, is you can never really be sure that you've typed it right. All right, so this order I'll make sure I get this right. It's completed. Make sure it's the right pieces. Yes. This order comes from Lost Boys Brick Shop. So go check out Lost Boys Brick Shop on Bricklink. This turnaround for this order was insanely fast. Like, I can't believe how fast this was. Many summer in Colorado as a kid, mostly Steamboat Springs and a gate with a bit of Denver. Steamboat Springs is lovely. Also, snow is great. You're right. I know when I go visit my parents, they're like, we need the snow. So we're not going to complain about the snow. All right. So this is kind of a typical move for microfighters. The X-Wings will do this. Stack those 2 wings up like that. Let's see. And then I believe we've got another one here, like so. I think. And then on top of that is this guy. And again, I use these for seats because when they stick, when you stick their butt, which is a little more rounded, onto these seats, they're great because they can come out pretty easily. Oh, you can't see that at all. They can come out of the seat pretty easily rather than having 4. They started doing this on some recent sets, and I really, really liked that. So that, did that wrong too. Well, my goodness. I'm gonna have to remember some of this and how I put it together so I can go back and make instructions for it. I'm actually shocked that I don't have instructions for this one. When Mommy Cloud and Daddy Ice love each other very much, they have a little snowflake. All right, and then a 2x4 plate. So when these 20 minutes are done of me building this, I don't know what I'm going to do next. I've got some smaller sets out here I can build, but another one of those plates. Nice plate sandwich going there. And then got some nice 2x3 blue tiles. So because I order so few pieces, like I only needed like 2 of these, right? I already had 1 and I only needed 2. But when I go to order, I'm like, well, I'm probably gonna need more of these. And to make it worth their while too, if you're ever doing Bricklink shopping, empty them out. Like if they've got, it's a handful of cents here or there, but if they've got 5 of something, just order all 5. Don't order 1. Just say 5, because it's easier for them just to go, don't even have to count. Dump. Done. They will thank you for it, I'm sure. Oh, look at me being slick. Yeah, that's nice. Kind of like that. Oh, I wish that would focus better. I need like a plate. Yeah, and the other thing is you're going to need more eventually. If you're like me, you know you're going to need 100 of these little cheese wedges, right? So you run out, you just order 50 to 100 of them. Doesn't matter. Okay. And there's a tile. And there's one of these guys. Oh. And then there's this. Speed Champions Porsche 911. Got to go with the big one when it comes out in 2 weeks. Yeah, I think I'm going to get that one. I think I'm going to forego getting the Ecto 1 and get the Porsche. Although, I really want the Ecto 1. Why not both? Well, because that's like going to be like $500. And I don't think I want to spend that right now. Sometimes will not clear them out, or the part is too expensive. They have crazy amount of. Oh yeah, like if I need 2 of something, and they have 1,500, I'm like, okay, well I'll get 6. You know, I'm not gonna clean them out of that many. But sometimes I've been tempted when they have like 50 or 100. I'm like, that's gonna be like $30, and all I wanted to do was buy a couple pieces. You know, you're like, no. The Coliseum per cost per part was very, very good deal. I know it's a lot of small parts, but it was still a really good deal. I don't think the Ecto 1 is as good of a deal. The Porsche might be roughly 10 cents a piece. It depends on how much Technic's in there. So I don't feel bad about the Coliseum. I had a really nice holiday week building it. It was very relaxing and fun, and I got to watch Star Trek and listen to podcasts and just kind of sit there and build. And I see it every day in my room, and it looks great. No regrets. And technically, I didn't buy it. It was a gift. So there you go. Don't let Beth hear you say that I bought it, because that is incorrect. I did, however, tell her to use my Lego ID so I could get points, because I'm also not stupid. Alright, where's this going? What is that? That is a 1x2 plate. It's already done. We got these guys. Kind of excited for this one. This came together really quick. Originally. And really kind of happy with it. Oh, the blacksmith. Yeah, I wasn't sure about the blacksmith. I don't know if I want to do that one. Because I'm not going to complain that Lego ruined the original idea. They did what they could with the original idea, and that's fine. I would have still liked to have that original one, though. That would have been really nice. As it is, the current one's pretty good. And the cantina. I've been coming around on the cantina. I originally wasn't like in my... it wasn't in my... not wheelhouse, but it wasn't on my radar. Like, I knew it was there, but the more I look at it, I'm like, this looks like really fun to build. And it's got a lot of figures on it. The Ninjago Gardens looks great, but I don't have a desire for that one. I've never been a Ninjago person. But I will say that the city looked a lot of fun, and I almost got that. Yeah, it's the buildings and the figs, and there's a lot of cool figs in there. There's like some really obscure little uh, denizens of the cantina. So I'm kind of like, do I really want it? It looks good. We'll see. See, the Ninjago Gardens reminds me of like the Apocalypseburg, where it's a big set that's got lots of little things to build, and each little thing, each little modular component, has its own little like stuff inside it that's a lot of fun to look at and build, and you're like, oh, that was cool, and then you can just take it and go dunk and put it on top of this thing, and you just keep stacking, and everything's a little nook and a little cranny and a little bit of fun everywhere, and you get to do that like 7 or 8 times. It just seems like a lot of fun. But again, I probably won't get it. No slight against the set, just not my bag. Okay, what is that piece? So this is what we got so far. Sometimes the focus is good. Did I get any of those tiles? Yes, I did. It is a lot to dust. That's the other thing I was thinking. I need to dust my stuff around here so bad. The TV room seems to get more dusty than this room, so I'm always in there dusting the architecture, the 4 architecture sets that I have, which I don't know why I still have those and haven't taken them apart. But alright, we got that so far. But yeah, I need to go through and dust the Apocalypse and the A-Wing and a bunch of sets up here. This whole shelf needs to get a good once over, and that's a whole weekend. Alright, I think I'm good there. Did I really do those in... Oh, I did, okay. Now we'll see if this actually works. I had a theory on how to put this together, and I didn't try it in practice. So this is also kind of a, let's see if this works. Where's the other one? Oh, I ordered a bunch more, okay. It's weird. Some of the places, like this shelf doesn't get very dusty at all, right? So I can do that once a month, once every month or two. But the TV room, I feel like I have to do it once a week almost. I don't, but I have to. And I probably should. So because of the angle that these engines are, and because I had to do 2 of them and they had to be really close, I did this, and then the engines will attach. So there's a 1x3, can't really see it because it's dark, but there's a 1x3 lift arm in there. Yeah, I wish you could see that better. There you go. So 1x3 lift arm in there. And then just jam a snot brick, a Travis brick in there. And we'll see how this goes. This also acts as the back end guns. The actual set had these 2 stud shooters in the back, which I found actually kind of interesting. I don't know if that's actually part of the actual ship or not. The ship, the only thing that I think I'm aware of this ship is that it sits idle as a set piece at Galaxy's Edge. I don't feel like that's lined up very well. But anything with tail guns on it, I'm just like, fantastic. That's true, Brad. And we do spend a lot of time in the TV room. I do spend a lot of time right here, too. But the living room, there's almost nobody in there. So the UT tower and the ship in the bottle on the mantle hardly need anything. Still do, but not as much. All right. So then we do... bust open this bag. Been more selective on what you display, Scott? Yeah. I'm getting to the point where I need to start making choices because I'm like out of space. I got rid of a couple. So our lug puts mocks together every month. We get seed parts and then we'll challenge each other to put some mocks together. And we've been keeping them because the idea is that eventually we'll be able to get back together and share these or display them at conventions. But it's been a year and I've been holding on to some of these, and especially like the lenticular Texas panel that I did. I'm like, that's a lot of 1x1 cheese slopes that I need, that I kept cannibalizing off of it. I'm like, I need white, I need gray. And so finally I'm just like, nope, gonna take them all. And it was super satisfying. If you ever get the chance to take a brick separator to a row of cheese wedges, just go like that, and then just pick the plate up and they all fall off. Oh, chef's kiss. Pretty fantastic. So yeah, this is going to take a little bit of tweaking and aligning and stuff, but that's what we're doing with those Travis bricks. Stop breathing less dust. Okay. All right, so then we've got these four yakamokes. I think this is a fun technique, but I do realize that it's not very stable. I do kind of the same thing on the Razor Crest. It seems like it's a good clutch fit, but these will pop off pretty easily. So there's that. And 4 of these. Yeah, I was kind of hoping the other order would come in today too. Because I'm also testing something out. The Kessel Run Millennium Falcon is white and blue. It's probably just light gray in the movie, but the Lego set was white and blue. So, and I don't remember there being much blue in the movie, but I'll have to go back. And there's the cockpit for the Millennium Falcon microfighters is this thing, right? But it's got the Millennium Falcon cockpit print on it. Well, you can get one of these with the dark gray print or the black print, and then that's it. So to have an all-white ship and then a gray honkin' cockpit thing hanging out, I'm like, ugh, no, thank you. So, ooh, I may need to do this ahead of time. So I'm gonna try. I ordered a droid head. I ordered a, I forget what it was called, R5 something droid head. Not R5D4, but it's like R7 F5 or something. And It has what looks like a window print on the top of it, and then it's got two little eyes on one side, and then on the other side it's got like one sliver of something. So I'm figuring if I put the eyes on the bottom, and you can see the window on the front. The problem is it's got like yellow highlights, so it's going to be a blue and white ship, but then the highlights on that cockpit will be kind of yellow, but the rest will be white. So I'm going to see if that, see how that looks. And if not, I've got extra Millennium Falcon cockpit bits that I can use. So this, I don't feel like this is a waste of pickaxes. So I got these bits, right? But I'm using them as like the covers for engines. Just jammed them in there. I think the U-Wing did something similar to this. There were wheel covers, wagon wheel covers that are about this size. But, oh, that reminds me. I wonder if I kept those. That's why I had them. But I didn't want to have to order a bunch of them, and some of them didn't work really well. Yeah, I didn't keep any. I thought it's a problem with like ordering a bunch of parts for different little ships at once, is I've got like, I haven't even sorted some of this stuff, and I keep getting more in, and I'm like, I gotta sort this or else I'm gonna forget I ordered it. Because I know I ordered a bunch of one piece, and now I can't find that piece, so I had to order it again. Anywho. The jeweler that we got our rings done is this great guy. And he does this kind of thing where he looks at what he's doing and kind of and then he'll growl or like clear his throat, but it'll be like this, and you're like, all right, like, man, just to have no, like, give no F's and just do what you want. You're like, well, I have to clear my throat. I don't care what it sounds like. Well, I'm going a long way to get these engines lined up right. Oh, man. So that is a chewed upon old gray piece. So that's going to go on the bottom where no one can see it. Should probably go through. I realize that people like old gray in some aspects. There's another old gray. Jiminy Christmas. But I don't. So I could probably, there needs to be like a trading post. Get all your old gray and trade it for new gray. I realize also I may not be building on camera for you guys, and that's rude. Oh, so if you're, and see, that's exactly, what did I tell you? They just kind of pop off. So while this may be swooshable, it's a little finicky. I just didn't know how else to keep those on there. If you have any suggestions, I'm all ears. Tomorrow night, I'm going to be on. Okay, so I had three of them. Okay. Jeff McElwee's stream. He's going to stream for about an hour at about 8:30, I think. And he's going to have me on, and we're going to rap about stuff. So check that out. I think his channel is just Jeff McElwee. Don't ask me how to spell that. MCLWE. I was saying McElwee, which is wrong. It's McElwee. All right. Got a ton of these guys. 2, 3, 8. This also bothers me too. These, oh, I can never get this right. There's like transparent orange and transparent light orange, and I never see it until it's too late. But when you put them on something black, it's hard to tell the difference. I mean, you still can, but so I may go through and change these up so they match, or I'll put the light ones in the middle or the dark ones on the outside, something like that. I think I've got 4 and 4. That would work out well, yeah. Oh, balls. Really? Yeah, I did that wrong. I'm just padding the time now. So yeah, check out Jeff's site tomorrow. I think most of us know who he is. He's been on with, he's been doing his own thing for a while, but he's also been on Kevin Hinkle's page for a little bit, or his channel, helping mod and hanging out, doing stuff. He is a comic book kind of guy, just a big nerd like I am, but honestly, I don't know a terrible lot about him, so we're going to find out some information tomorrow. Alright, so these are all the light ones. Let's put all the light ones in the middle. Yeah. This is one of those designs that I'm like, yeah, that looks great. And then I put it together, I'm like, that is fragile AF. What were you thinking? Is he a good builder? I haven't actually honestly seen him do too much building. Most of the stuff I see, he's just sorting and stuff. I know he does a lot of like talking about mental health and whatnot, which I think is great. I think he's of the mindset, which a lot of us are, that Lego is a pretty good way to not combat mental health, but kind of use it for its therapeutic purposes. I know Butt Chop talked a lot about it too with his issues, or has talked a lot about it before. Oh, I just know just one wrong squeeze on this thing and the whole thing's gonna fall apart. All right, so that's the engine block. Control Z, 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 everything get put back into place. Okay. I think this is it, wow. So now I need to figure out what to do for 45 minutes. I suppose I could start taking apart the Razor Crest mock. Also, there doesn't need to, you know, nothing says that I have to do this for an hour and a half. All right, well, there you go. There's Vi V Marathi. No, I don't think he did I don't think he's done an idea set. So there you go. I just built a spaceship, Brad. There's your ITS transport. That's what the engine block looks like in the back. With the two little blasters snuck in there. I could probably have those poking out a little bit more. Put a little, like, one or two plates back there, kind of have them stick out a little bit. I could almost, like, cover these 1x2 plates up and put another 2x2 to kind of hold it all together. There's probably something to be said for covering some of the brick up, like back here. You can see that in the shadow. Maybe a tile or something on those. I do like the engine blocks with the pickaxes in them. I think that's a cool look. I just think overall the shape looks good. It's a good size. Let's get an official set over here for a look. One that's still put together ostensibly, because it has to compete, you know. All right, so here's your A-wing. Here's your Resistance A-wing with Tally Lintra, R.I.P. So mad about that. That sucks so bad. She was my favorite because of Battlefront, honestly. So here's your size comparison. It's not 8 long or anything. One's a little bigger, a little longer, but you know, general footprint, pretty good. This would be a really good size to do the Corellian Corvette. I do have a design for a Corellian Corvette. It's not mine. In fact, let me see if I can dig it out. I'll show you. This was one of the first ones I sort of reverse engineered and assumed. But it's also pretty fragile. Mostly because I had to figure out how to put it together from a single photograph. And I honestly don't remember the person who did this. I'll find it for you and put it somewhere. But hey, caramba. Man down. There's some really weird... Oh, this reminds me I need to reclaim all these. So yeah, this is what happens when you pack. A lot of these get squished. Oh, I thought that bent. I'm like, no! Alright. Ooh, some of these are old and dingy too. So first... Wet my whistle. First of all, it was hard to pick between a Rebel soldier and Leia for this. Because the first people you see on the Rebel ship are R2 and 3PO and a bunch of these guys running around. The other argument you could make is that you get Captain Antilles, because this is his ship, right? It may be hers that she's flying around in, but he's the captain of the ship. So that was the prevalent thinking. So the stand that I made was her sitting in it and one of these guys kind of standing next to it. This has mostly fallen apart, and there's a lot of like gross, dingy, white bricks in there. I may rip this guy apart and redo it and get some nice white bricks in here. Yeah, some of these, oh, nasty. This also indicates how far the mock building community, I think, has come, because this was one of the first ones that was posted on wasn't Eurobrick, or maybe it was Eurobrick or Brick Brothers, one of the two. This also has a really cool technique that I have started using a lot more of, that fishing reel clip, 1x1 clip, as a way to hold stuff together. And then I think, yeah. So yeah, I had to figure a lot of this out by just looking at a single photo, which was not frickin' easy. And of course, the people who designed it, because everybody was doing this like as quickly as possible when microfighters first came out. Okay, well, don't go in there. See if I care. So they build them really fast, and then they take pictures of them and put them all up on Flickr, and then they don't care anymore after that. They're just like, yeah, we're done. So then years later, when people see them and go, oh, could I? And they're like, yeah, I don't even have that set anymore. Did you do instructions? No, I didn't. I don't even really. It's like, okay. Let's see. So this goes in here. So the only thing I don't like about this is as best as I could figure out how it looked, right? This is the only problem with it. I can't figure out, I couldn't figure out at the time, this is also kind of an illegal build because it's got a Travis brick in here with a Technic pin, which is technically illegal because the pin doesn't have a way to expand, right? You just shove it in there and it stays closed. It really doesn't because it's inside the brick, but that's not something that I think Lego officially will do. But also, these things keep popping off. That's one thing I don't like. This is a great section right here. This, and I may change that to be like one of these instead, so this can look better. In fact, I might do that. Get this in white. That way, this slots in with the axle better. I think I was so married to the idea of it being this one piece that I just forced it to work. That's a good thing. Let me see if I can, I don't even know where I keep those, but let's see if it works. I've got enough pieces here that I can try it. So all we're doing is filling this up, and then I think I need 2 more of those. More of these guys. So if I can just get this in white, that will be better. All right, what did I do with it? It's right here. So this should, see, it still spins because it's this part in here. So that's not the problem, but so there, like that. So that's your Corellian Corvette. And then there's a radar dish somewhere on here. Oh, that's what it is. Ugh, I really didn't care about the ugliness of some of these bricks. Yeah, I've got a pile of stuff I need to... I've got the last order that we did, Instacart order, I told Beth, I was like, I need to get 5 bottles of peroxide because, you know, they're $1 each. She's like, why do you need so much peroxide? I'm like, because I've got yellow bricks. She's like, I don't even want to know. So that's it. There's reworks I would do on this now. Again, this isn't my design, but there's things that I really like. The engine block, I think, is too skinny compared to the rest of the ship. The engine block, I think, should be maybe 6 wide, which means we could space these out a little bit more. I do like this section a lot. The middle section, how we've got the same on the bottom as the top. And that's a testament to this build in here. So we can snap this off without it ruining the whole thing. That fishing reel, and then inside it just clips into a Technic brick. So I don't know if that's how this all went together or not, but that's what it looked like from the photo. Oh, and I just totally jammed it all up. And you know, the rest of it was kind of easy to figure out. This also is like off-centered. Those should be white instead of tan. I don't know why they're tan in there. Maybe I didn't have any white at the time. So yeah. So in comparison, bye Scott. Thanks for coming by, man. And I already broke this piece off. So yeah, I think I need to go back in and probably throw a couple 1x1s and then just cover the back end with these to hold those in place. Actually, I can't. It would have to be some rounded, more rounded bricks. I can make it work. But yeah, here's your comparison. These are arguably the exact same ship. I think this one's a little more robust, but they're supposed to be roughly the same. Actually, I think this is supposed to be smaller. This is just a transport, and this is a Corvette. So arguably, I don't know if I can show scale or not. Let me see if I can figure this out. It's probably more like this. I think that's the size, probably even bigger. Comparatively, like in real terms. So anyway, yeah, this was fun, but I probably would redo it if given the chance. So I'm gonna put this guy back in here, and with this guy. You know what I can do, and it's gonna be me being off camera a lot. We can make a stand for this guy. So let's take a look, because that's one thing that all of these of mine share, is they have stands as displays. So let's look at Black Spire and see if we can get a few ideas. Black Spire Outpost. Now, Black Spire has been around for a while in terms of the universe that it's set in, but it also it's appeared in Thrawn books, and it's at least been around since the Clone Wars, because in one of the Thrawn books, Anakin and Thrawn are kind of tooling around in it, but it is a theme park. So I'm trying to think of, I mean, you could almost just put anything on here, just like some domed buildings, maybe something that looks like the Falcon. Yeah, I mean, like dark tan, and a couple buildings. Let's just do that. So let me get some pieces. Hopefully I've got the right pieces for it. The first thing we need is an 8x8 plate. And a bunch of these guys. Because all the stands are 8x8 plates. Right? And they're built on little things. The things that I've built, the things that I've created, get this treatment. They don't all get this treatment. That's right? Yeah, that's 8. Okay. Then we go 4 high. the question is, what do we put on it? So we've got a bunch of these guys and those guys and these guys and these guys and these guys. I'm trying to think of what else. Oh, these would be helpful. Use those. I need a couple sixes. Underneath. So the first thing I gotta do is stitch this plate together. I am actually out of 8x8 plates, so I've had to do a lot of this combining stuff. But it's no sweat. Makes it look kind of nice. Now I need to think of something that I can build to make it look like the Millennium Falcon, and I'm guessing I just had a bunch of them. These guys. Almost like it was meant to be. And then it's not exactly the Millennium Falcon, but there. We'll just put him in the corner somewhere. Yeah, just like that. Maybe more in like that. So we'll just say that this is the front. And now we just need to make some buildings. So tan. Big bag of tan. And this is sort of the haphazard, just make it kind of fit the area a little bit. Doesn't have to look great, just kind of have to look like the thing. And then we'll top these off, maybe one of these guys over here. And one of these guys over here. And then like that. Actually, I want to do fewer of those. Maybe get some 1x1s. And there are spires, so we'll have to build a couple. There's a black spire in here, so let's do that. Make it pretty prominent. None of those work. Grab some 1x1s. And boom, got a black spire. Ta-da. We'll put that here. I don't actually know what this layout looks like. Is it on the planet Batu? Is that what it's on? Got one of these guys, we'll use him. Yeah, this is just, at this point, you're just kind of making junk. some dark tan, but I think I've used all those. So let's put this guy here. Put this guy here. Put one of these guys here. These guys here. Cover that guy. Cover this guy. Let's see. Nothing there. Nothing there. Been playing Beyond the Rim. Ben, have you gone to the Galaxy's Edge? I have not. I'm a little sad about that. I wanted to go like right as it opened, but I think things were not in the cards for that at the time. Can't remember why though. Put this here. A little distinguishing. This is just fun for me at this point. All right. Black Spire. There's your setup. And it's got a little Millennium Falcon. And there you go. So now it's got a nice little stand and it can join its brothers. And that took all of 10 minutes. It's just kind of you're just kind of suggesting stuff at this point. I have a stand here. This is kind of a good example. I have a stand here and I don't know what I'm going to use for it, but it's indoor. So I have a speeder bike microfighter, but it's not much smaller than the actual set of a speeder bike. It's just kind of shorter. But you could also do like the shuttle Tidarium, the Lambda class shuttle on Endor. I don't think there's really anything else you could do. So yeah. Well, I think I might call it. I know it hasn't been an hour and a half, but I mean, I'm done. And I don't really feel like breaking open this little helicopter. I do want to flex on having got some orange spacemen though. I'm really happy about that. So our latest seed parts for our next build. We got some of these guys. These diagonal panel tan castle wall pieces. So we got 4 of those. I got something to build with that. I got lots of tan, so it shouldn't be too much problem. And then we got some of these nice ornamental fence panels. That's 6 of those. Don't know what I'll make out of that. But then, of course, we got a couple orange spacemen. So yeah. I'm just going to put the spaceman with my pink and yellow and blue spaceman over here for now. And get out some to build with them. What'd you say, Glenn? Fire heli with some nice butter yellow pieces. Yeah, I saw that. Nice butter yellow slopes. Were any of these on the Fiat? I don't think that slope was, or that. Nice butter yellow arch, inverted arch. And then that looks like that wedge plate in there. That's pretty nice. 2 wedge plates. Pretty slick. And I like that face mask too. That's a good face mask. Good stuff. And stud shooters, because of course, stud shooters. Let's see. I need to go get my seeds. What's your plan to do with it? I don't know. I mean, I literally just got these a couple days ago. I don't know when our next meeting is. I think it's, so they're usually the third Saturday. I know I missed January already. So February is probably it's either the second or the third weekend. I'll have to look at the schedule. So I've got a little bit of time, but I honestly don't know. I try to do something that I haven't done before, like I'm not going to build microfighters or spaceships with it because that's all I ever build is spaceships. But sometimes there's only a few things that come to mind when you look at stuff like this, you know, so I don't know. You know, big ornamental tower. And I also don't remember which parts go with which month because I think one of these is for March and one of these is for February. So we'll have to see. All right, y'all. I think that's it for me tonight. I'm gonna be streaming again tomorrow night with Jeff, but I'm probably just gonna do some either some sorting or some studio work. Try to build it in the bag. You know what? That's not a bad idea. Can you even see it? That's the problem, is it's so blocked off. I could try. I'm not going to do it tonight. I'll save that for later. That'll be a fun thing to do later. Thanks for the idea, Brad. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'll check the yeah, I'll check the agendas, Glenn. Thank you. I think that's it. Yeah. So look up Jeff McElwee's page, YouTube channel. We'll be going on at 8:30 Central, and I think only be on for like an hour. I think we're just chatting. So I'm either just going to do studio design stuff on the other screen or whatever. I won't be here either because Beth needs her computer tomorrow. She's doing some classes for city government stuff. Yeah, so that'll be it. So hopefully we'll see you guys tomorrow. And if not, I will see you Sunday because I'll be gone the rest of the week doing birthday stuff with Beth. So thanks for joining us. Thanks for being here, Glenn and Brad and Kodiak, as always. Scott D, I know you were here earlier. To everybody else who watches later, have a good night, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.